Hi everybody, Stefan from EDC Austria here, and today I want to talk about rations, namely UK 24-hour rations. Okay, those of you who know me know that I'm into prepping and not in the kind of crazy survivalist way, but just to be prepared, to be without food or any kind of support like water for 2 to 3 months. And in my condition I can't be bugging out, so I'm prepared to bug in. And I started, like I'm trying to show here, with some cans that have a best before date of 10 years. And of course I have plenty of noodles and rice. And then I found MREs. And then I finally found out, it took me a while, but I did find out about military rations. And just from a price perspective, those are way more interesting than buying the stuff separate, because this is about 4,000 calories. For me that's 48 hours, even though it's a 24-hour ration. But for me this is 2 days worth of food. So I want to start doing some MRE reviews. I hope you'll enjoy this. And it's planned to do the unboxing first and one meal, and then do another video where I eat the rest of the stuff. Okay, on the outside it says menu number 4, 24-hour ration combat, 24 hours, yeah, 24-hour ration pack. This was made also in May 2016, so everything should be fine. I did this already on my German channel with a German 24-hour ration, so I kind of know how long it takes me to eat all that stuff. Okay, here we have the usual table of contents, and what I really like, you can grade it or comment it and then send it in to win, and you can win like an iPod and stuff like this. First we are greeted with the accessory bag, but we go into detail on that later. Here we have the powder for our energy drink. Here we have unbranded cereal bar. Here we have a box of tissues. Here we have a Tutti Frutti flavored drink. This is a highly artificial tasting drink. Here is another drink. This is a cola flavored drink. Here are some peanuts that seem to be, well, in a vacuum. Here are some biscuit browns. I don't know what that is. I forgot to mention, I also got English rations because I find it interesting, because the American and European kitchen is somewhat similar, but what the English eat is sometimes very different. So one of the meals is stick toffee pudding. Oh, that's something sweet. So probably for breakfast. Then we have tuna in light mayonnaise, 85 grams. So that is a small dish, and I hate mayonnaise. Here we have steak, vegetables and dumplings. That sounds pretty nice. Here we have a raspberry beverage powder. Here we have a fruit explosion, which is kind of kind of a smoothie, very concentrated, gives you a lot of energy. Here we have a date and fig fruit bar. Oh, this time they actually gave real Tabasco and not unnamed hot sauce. Then we have chicken sausages, beans in tomato sauce, and the final meal is tomato and basil soup. So we have a full soup here. And then the final items is a hot chocolate drink and some smooth peanut butter. Oh, by the way, I will taste everything except for the coffee. I just can't have coffee since my stomach operation. I would immediately throw it up. Okay, here we have 2 wet wipes in the accessory pack. Then we have 4 coffee creamers. We have 1 English breakfast tea. We have 1 Thai food tea. We have some very windproof matches. Here we have a Nescafe, which is great for you coffee drinkers. I would like to have tea in the American rations. I eat them quite often. Okay, here's some other instant coffee. Dowie Egberts, I don't know what that means. Probably some British maker everyone's familiar with but me. Here we have 4 packs of white sugar. We have 6 water purification tablets. Okay, and these seem like chewing gum. I can't read, you know that I have bad vision, but I'll check those out. And finally we have the pretty sturdy spork. So I will get that stuff back and set up the first meal. So for the first and only meal of part 1, I have opted for the steak, vegetables and dumplings. It's 300 grams, but nowhere does it say how much calories, how much fat and so on. No idea. Sadly, that is not listed anywhere. Normally, British soldiers have an Espit stove to heat their food in boiling water. I will not use an Espit stove at home. I'll use a flameless ration heater at home. These ones are commercial ones. You can buy them at any online outdoor store. They are pretty much the same as you find in any military US MRE. They are only a bit stronger. This is basically a bag of plastic with a pad that reacts chemically to water and heats it up to an incredibly high temperature. And after 10 minutes your meal is fully warm and even hot. So now we don't put it all the way down. So, and now we're gonna put in some water and see that we don't go over the fill line. We are slightly below. Okay. Now we peel off the plastic, close it and put the plastic back. And usually it reacts in a few seconds. And you see it's already steaming. I'll hold it to the mic so you can hear. So we'll leave that for 10 minutes, but now we can make our cola flavored drink. This one is for 500 milliliters of water. I only have a 300 milliliter cup, so I'll put in a bit. Okay, and you see how nice this steams and cooks. And we only have one spork for the whole thing. One thing that I've noticed is that the British don't give any seasoning whatsoever. No pepper, no salt. At least in the American ones you get salt, in the German ones you get plenty of salt, although with the Germans I didn't need it. With the American ones I need it sometimes, but we'll see about this British one. Okay, now we have a non-carbonated Coke in an actual Coke glass. Let's see how that tastes. Actually not that bad. It tastes a bit like those Coke candies from Haribo. If you know those little Coke cans, they are like gummy bears and they taste slightly like Coke. Okay, and in 10 minutes I'll be back and we'll be tasting this food. Okay, that should be enough. Now we can use the lower notches to open it and take it out. It's of course a bit wet from this heating operation, so you use a tissue to dry it, otherwise you don't get a good enough grip to open it. Next time, for one of the next meals, I show you a reusable flameless ration heater that works much better and costs less, because this one is €1.90 for one time cooking. Okay, this one, oh, it has the notches here on the wrong side. Awesome. Okay. That actually looks pretty tasty. Let's use a second tissue to clean our one spork. But I really feel the British Army should supply their soldiers with flameless ration heaters. That's so much easier than boiling water and for every meal. Okay, we already have some meat on the spork. That's some very tender beef. Now let's try some of the potatoes. Those are really some nice tasting, not artificially changed potatoes. And finally, let's get some carrots. Everything tastes great, so if I got this in a regular meal, I wouldn't complain at all. This is really good food. Now let's go for a dumpling. Yep, tastes exactly like the dumplings I already know from regular British MREs that I buy from time to time, like a beef stew with potatoes and dumplings. But this is a well-rounded meal with 300 grams, and I would guess that it has about 300 to 400 calories. But this is purely a guess on my part. Okay, that's as much as I can eat with my 1/6 of a stomach that I have left. The date and fig bar has to wait for the next video. So in this video we just got to taste the steak with vegetables and dumplings, although the vegetables weren't really bad. It was just a few tomatoes and carrots and some peas. And the cola drink didn't taste too intrusive. It was actually quite pleasant. So far the British ration number 5 is very recommendable. Okay, this is it for the first video, and stay tuned for part 2, which we'll have in 1 or 2 days. Depends on how fast I'm able to eat all the stuff to fit it in the video. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you have a question or comment, please leave it in the comments, and please subscribe to be notified for upcoming videos. Have a great day. Bye bye.